This is the Halios Seaforth GMT. So I was lucky enough to pick up one of these guys, which are really difficult to get a hold of. I think there was about 30 or so of them made in this dial color and bezel configuration. There was a lot more of the actual watch made, but this layout is the one I really wanted, and so I was really lucky to snag one of these. The Halios watches are notoriously difficult to get a hold of, and especially the Seaforths, even when they were available for order, they would sell out in, moments, seconds. And so this one being an incredibly limited run, I was pretty lucky to snag it. It is a 40 millimeter dive watch with 20 millimeter lugs. I believe it's around 12 mil thick, including the crystal. It has a sapphire crystal and a sapphire bezel insert. The bezel insert is fully lumed, and the indices are lumed as well. The hour and minute hands and the indices and the bezel are all green, and then there's some BGW9, the blue lume in the GMT hand. So let's take a look at what she's got. This bezel is phenomenal. You really feel it when it clicks into place. There's no play at all on this model. And so Jason from Halios is pretty well known for, one, coming out with just fabulous watches, and two, doing really good QC. So his quality control, I think, also delays a lot of these watches sometimes, They made about, I think there's 6 different releases of the Seaforth. There was the initial release, which only had no date models, and then the second release, which they included a 6 o'clock date on and had some great dial colors. I think there's like a Bermuda yellow or orange. There's a pastel blue, the gray, the abyss blue, which is like a really dark blue. They had a gilt dial model on the very first run. And then there was this release, which is the third release of this watch. And this is running on an ETA movement, which is great because it's pretty standard and easy to service. And then there was a third release of the standard Seaforth, which was available for pre-order. Then they came out with, I don't remember if it was the Roldorf edition first or the bronze edition, but there's a bronze and then a special edition that was done in a really limited quantity with a Canadian watchmaker and jeweler. And so I have had 2 different models, and this one is the one I really just can never get rid of. So if we're looking over the watch, there's that bezel with the sapphire insert and the lume. I'll do a lume shot. I'll drop it in right here. So there's a lume shot for you of the Halios. It really glows. It is one of the brightest glowing watches that I have ever come across, on the level of like Seiko Turtle super bright lume. And then there's that blue GMT hand like I was speaking about. And then we've got these wonderful kind of almost straight out lugs. This really vintage style diver lugs that just kind of shoot straight out. Now they're not flat. They do have a good drop on them. They do come down, so it does make it comfortable. There's our signed Halios crown, and it is guarded, but just very minimally, and so it almost looks unguarded if you catch it the right way. And that crown is just set perfectly in there. They have just the right amount of gap between the crown guards and the crown itself. It is a slightly larger crown and easy to grip. The same style that was used on the bezel, so you see that the edging around the bezel there is what they have on the crown, although slightly larger spacing, I believe. And if we keep moving around the watch, let's get on the back. Case back is not particularly adorned. It's just automatic Seaforth, 200 meter This is a 200 meter dive watch. Let's see if we can. And then the little Halios Seaforth logo right there. And then on the other side, completely brushed. In fact, the whole watch is brushed with the exception of these little chamfers on the edges of the lugs, just to give it a little flourish. I really appreciate that. It is a tool watch. It is a diver, so you know it isn't there to be very blingy. That being said, I have put a beads of rice bracelet on here, and so the Doxas have a very similar bracelet, and I love that look, and so I went and got one from Watch Gecko, and that's what this is. Fold over safety clasp. Now, it does not come on a bracelet, and they actually never produced, Halios never produced a bracelet for the Seaforth. There are a number of bracelets that fit it really well. I didn't go with a bracelet that has curved end links. I just went with the straight end links. I think it still looks really good. I definitely would take this in the water. I'm not a diver, so it'll never get used as a dive watch. But it is a super comfortable wear. And so if we're looking at the bezel if we're looking at the dial there, you can see it is this very light gray. And that gray changes colors based on, lighting pretty substantially. So you get natural light, like I have in my office right here, and you get a very light gray. In artificial light, it does take on like a bit of a darker tone. So it's really kind of versatile and changing based on the lighting conditions. The indices are all black, and then they have the lume centered on them, all batons, and obviously a double indice at the top at 12. Now, if you're looking at this dial, you can see there's our GMT hand, and in order to read the GMT hand, you have along the edge here the 24-hour scale. So breaks that down so you can set that. It is a collar GMT. There are a few affordable GMTs out there that aren't collar GMTs, and so what that means is you can set the GMT hand independent from the time, but you cannot set the hour hand independent. So you do need to, whenever you change time zones, set the time and then adjust the GMT. And the GMT kind of travels with the regular time zone. 6 o'clock date, and this is important for the Seaforths, they color match the date wheel perfectly. So whether you have the orange one or the blue, the pastel blue, that 6 o'clock date is perfectly color matched on those, and that is something that few brands can keep up with when they make a watch. Most of them just go with if it's not an in-house movement, they go with whatever date wheel is in the movement. It's either going to be a black wheel with white text or a white wheel with black text. If you're really lucky, you find someone that does a roulette wheel, so there's every other one is red. But Halios always does a really good job with the date matched, the color matched date. Man, if you are interested in a Halios Seaforth, you think you might like one, you're going to be hard pressed to give it a try unless you know someone that owns one. I say buy it. They have retained value. They've all gone up in value. Being around a $700 watch, they're now shooting. I see them sell for easily over $1,000, $1,200 constantly. These GMTs I've seen go for up to $2,400, which seems excessive, but if you really want it, and there's only a few of them out there, you gotta pay to play. So it did come in this case. So this is the Halios case, and you can see it's branded there. It's a locking waterproof travel case. So that's how you release it. Push down on this little thing here. This whole lock comes undone. And then inside the case, there's this little pouch here, international warranty card, And then I keep my spare bracelets for this watch in here. So there's my links for my beads of rice, and then some spare bracelets. Now these are the bracelets that it came with. So, like I said, it does not come with. So it does not come with a bracelet. It comes with straps, and so you get the standard diver, that kind of waffle diver strap. It's nice. It's not something that I'm into, but it's a good quality strap. And then the leather strap that it comes with, which is a kind of retro double stitch Halios branded leather strap. They're both nice. So there's the watch on wrist. Very comfortable at that 40 mil. There's nothing bad that I can say about this watch. I mean, with the exception of the price that it's going for now and the availability. There's no negative aspect to this that I can come up with. As far as service, I did have to have my pastel blue regular dive one serviced. Jason was great about it. I emailed him. He emailed me back. I sent it out to him. He's in Vancouver. It was a quick turnaround time, so you send it straight back to Halios for that service. It is not a Swiss watch. It is a watch produced in Asia. This one happens to have a Swiss movement in it, but they usually do not. I think he puts either Solitas or Miyotas in them. But I refer to Halios as the king of microbrands because they do everything right all of the time. If you do want to see these and you happen to be in California or New York, you can check them out at Worn & Wound's Wind Up Watch Fair, provided that is still going on after the pandemic is over. It's one of the few places that you can catch Jason and Halios watches in the flesh. He didn't come to New York this year, and I think he only comes when he has something to show. So if there isn't a new watch coming out, you won't see him there. But, it is just a thing of beauty. If you guys have any questions about this watch, leave them in the comments. I'll get to them as quickly as possible. And thanks for watching.